So recording. There we go. All right. So just a quick recap of what you guys went through before. You were on your way to the system of Iota to go to Indri, which is the ice planet. Oh wait, no, not Indri. My mistake. Lithios. Lithios is the ice planet with the ancient palaces. So you guys were heading towards that direction. You ended up getting picked up by a spooky cube, and you managed to escape barely before the cube imploded itself after you took out the monster that was chasing you in there. Good job, Dee Dee. Saved y'all. Yeah. So now you guys are landing in Lithios. So I'm just going to pull up my notes here real quick.
I did Jedi mind tricks on it.
Yes.
It worked.
Okay.
Alrighty.
I'll wake up from my hangover.
Excellent.
Lucky you.
Anything happen?
At some point, I feel like we need to do an episode where we take Spike to rehab just to see what happens.
Yeah, and then he breaks out, and then you're chasing him down the street in his like gown, but flapping in the wind. Yeah. Oh, also, I was going to quickly mention to you guys that I decided to be nice, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to say that Spike, while he was like bored on the ship, was like, hey, look at all these other ships. I'm just going to go look and find a bunch of things and see if we can sell it later. So your credit is going to remain at 3 because he would have found 2 credit worth of supplies, and then your upkeep cost is 2, so your credit's still 3.
Is that as a group?
Yes, as a group.
As a group, okay.
Yes. So you guys will land on the spaceport and to sell those supplies that you found, as well as look for any local jobs that might have something you can do. On the job board at the spaceport, you see that the Deep Ice Research Corps is looking for a security detail for a archaeological dig. Applicants are asked to take the charter bus to the underground facility and meet with the leading archaeologist, and their name is Dr. Ellen Voss.
Ellen
Diana.
Voss.
Ellen Voss.
Diana's just standing there, probably bouncing on her heels. I gotta talk about history.
This is the school
That
bus
sounds like
trip.
an easy job.
Yeah.
Listen, the last few things have been everybody else's interest. For once, we're doing what Diana wants.
This is the Miss Frizzle episode. So, when you guys...
Although Diana's not ginger. Spike's ginger.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Spike's ginger.
So, Mr. Frizzle episode. But he's less than enthused.
No, he thinks this could be an easy gig. That'd be great.
Yeah, dirt and rocks. No one's shooting at you.
Dirt, rocks, and people are already dead.
Yeah.
No worries.
Saves ammo. All right, so as with every game, you guys will need to pick your loadouts before you head out.
Oh, God.
Sounds good.
Loadout.
Probably grab a no.
Oh, just go for normal.
Normal? Okay. And Dan, are you going heavy or are you going to go normal? Dana? Dee Dee?
I was gonna go normal.
Okay, so I'll just mark that off on your sheet. That's fine. Okay.
Sorry,
and
mate.
then, Silas.
Normal. The only thing I have on me right now is the blaster pistol.
Cool. Sounds good. All right, so Buried 200 meters beneath the frozen crust of the ice planet, the Deep Ice Research Core, or DIRC, is a cutting edge subterranean facility constructed by the Interstellar Xenohistorical Institute. It sits at the edge of an ancient dig site, encased in reinforced synth glass and insulated carbonite walls to withstand the extreme cold and the radiation spikes from the sun. Inside of the lab, so I'll move you guys over here, there are several different zones. So, in the lab interior, soft ambient light pulses through the room in calming blues and whites, simulating daylight beneath a thick glacier. Occasionally, flickers of bioluminescent panels highlight the crystalline architecture of the walls, making the lab feel more like a cathedral than a workspace. Within the lab areas, there are the Artifact Containment Vault, which is a sealed chamber surrounded by levitating cryofields that maintain artifacts at stable sub-zero temperatures. At this time, there are no artifacts in this vault. Then there's the Xenolinguistics Console. It's a semicircular bank of holographic interfaces used to analyze alien symbols and linguistic patterns. At the central terminal constantly displays the first message, many of which still remain untranslated. So far, the translation reads, "Across the cold we send the echo. Listen not with ears, but with memory." Next is the Dig Reconstruction Holodeck. It's a 3D simulated space, allowing researchers to reassemble the original dig site using scan data from the first ice core drill to the artifact's possible location. Artifact being the first message that they're looking for. And then there's the Alien Species Database, codenamed On that database, you can see several sort of like little snippets of information where they know that the physiology of these alien races are non-humanoid crystalline exoforms with the ability to transmit bio-encoded energy signals across space. Their cultural traits include being pre-verbal, thought to have communicated through structured resonance patterns, light emissions, and dream state transmissions. The less known record of their existence is estimated that they have vanished over 85,000 years ago. And as for relics, these are extremely rare. Almost all are symbolic in nature, focused on sound, memory, and time. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Are aliens a thing in its
Yes.
background, or are they very rare or unknown or something?
Oh, they're common. Alien species are common throughout the systems. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. One of Diana's best friends is an alien. Literally.
Mhm.
It's on the sheet.
Yep. And then the lab note in the database shows the following. The artifact does not speak, but it waits. I feel the message isn't meant to be heard, it's meant to be remembered. As if we're the answer to a question asked long ago, before we were ever born. Entry 1042, Dr. Voss. So when you guys look around this laboratory, you are greeted by Dr. Ellen Voss, who again introduces themselves as the lead xenoarchaeologist. She is accompanied by Asha Munzen, who is the local guide and volunteer to the lab. She is also a professional ice climber and mystic. And she's the one that will be leading the next expedition of a small team of researchers, which you guys will be attending. The people going on the expedition are Asha, Dr. Ray Talkar, who's the assistant xenoarchaeologist, as well as an AI unit called Calderon, or Cal for short.
Oh, God.
So, saying again, Dr. Asher, Dr. what?
So there's Asha, who is the guide. There's Dr. Ray, who is the assistant xenoarchaeologist, and an AI unit named Calderon, or Cal for short.
Cal, okay.
That's where the "oh God, no" comes into mind.
You're racist.
No, I have dealt with many AIs in video games named
Yes.
Cal. There's the concern.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's only one person here named Dave, so we're fine.
Yes. Artificial stupidity, I call it.
Yeah. So, do you have any questions for the doctor?
So hold on, I gotta grab the right. All right, there it is. So as we're going in for this digging and stuff, do you have any notes and information on the landscape that we're going to be encountering? Possibly a map of the buildings or what remains of the area?
Yeah, so she'll take you to the dig reconstruction holodeck that they have. And basically, it is a 3D mapping of the area that has been uncovered thus far. So the first place that they will be taking you to is sort of like a ski lift that will take you down into the dig site. And at the bottom of that ski lift is the entrance to a corridor where they will be showing you the mural that they had uncovered and the clue that is being provided. And then they'll take you further down into a corridor where there is a very large double doors of stone with symbols and alien sort of like etchings inside of it. She will explain that the doors have remained sealed for a week since their uncovering, and the clue that the mural provides, they have been unable to decipher that in order to figure out how to open up these double doors to see what's inside. So you are here as mostly security, in case there are any traps or any local fauna that'll be in the area that may find you guys and try to attack you. And your second job is to basically like assist as best you can with the expedition and attempt in opening these doors to see what's inside.
Diana is going to then turn towards the mystic, unless this is the same person. She'll ask, as I draw out the draw, for the doors and stuff, remembrance and things. Have you tried a tune into the area, possibly?
So Asha is the mystic, and she'll say that she has attempted several times to attune, but all she gets is small flashes or visions, but nothing that really makes any sense to her.
Can I ask a question?
She gives a nod.
Yeah, Spike, go ahead.
Have you encountered any unfriendly fauna? Have you encountered any unfriendly fauna while you're down here?
Not as of yet, but they do know that this planet does have predators in the area. So, just as an extra precaution, they're asking a security force to just come with them, just in case.
Alright. I've got both pistols. I haven't got any armor, though.
Fair enough.
Man, it's fine. You have so much hit points. You'll be fine.
Well, as long as I was able to like do some like meditation and stuff to lower my stress from the last session.
Yeah, so does anybody else have any stress that they had to do?
Oh yeah, we didn't do
You didn't do the downtime, so we can do that now.
Great.
I think it was just you, Diana. So you can roll twice because you had like a full bar. So
Great.
yeah.
Can you roll for me, God?
Oh yeah, I shall do so. Let's see here. There is that recovery button. Blah blah blah. Where are you? Indulge. There we go. No bonus dice. Submit. So you got a 2. And then one more time. A 3. So you get 5 back. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh,
5.
boy.
So you have 4 stress at the moment.
Okay.
Alright. Problem solved.
Diana will propose of what they encountered on the way over here. Is there by any chance a connection to these entities by any means, like thought process wise? Because Diana will also hand over, because probably during those meditations she probably also took notes and shit.
So at the moment, you're not getting any sort of residual energies. That could be because of the fact that you're too far away from the center of the dig site to actually attune with anything at the moment.
Fair enough.
This dig site is probably at least a kilometer or 2 below you.
I was mainly referring to from the previous
Oh,
establishment.
Yeah. Okay, so I would say even without a roll, you feel a very, very light or very, very faint residual presence that wasn't there before.
Connected to where?
Connected to you.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Have you turned something on?
Diana just like comes out of the her corridors and it's just like, guys, I have a new roommate. Is it the cat? No.
So
Is it real?
Asha, after you finished your attunement or your indulging, Asha, you notice that she glances down to your side, but only for a brief second, and then back to you, and just gives like a little smile. It's like, shall we go?
Why was she looking at my side?
You're not sure.
She gives a nod. Yeah, sorry about that. I got a bit of a headache before coming here. Understatement, but
Okay. Yeah. She's just like, no, that's fine. I've got some Advil if you need it. Some space Advil.
Space Advil. Livdel.
Yeah. It's 100 milligram. It's very strong. Extra strength.
Probably would do it. Extra strength.
She gets migraines too sometimes.
She will happily take the medication.
Okay. Yep. So she gives you like one of those pills to help with the migraine. It doesn't stick around for very long. It's like maybe like 10 minutes and then it goes away.
That's good.
Yeah.
Still, I guess I got a new buddy. Shrug.
So Dr. Ray will introduce himself. So Ellen is a human female. Ray is a human male. So Ray will introduce himself as the assistant xenoarchaeologist that will be coming along with you guys. His job is to essentially try and help figure out how to open the doors. And Cal introduces itself as well. And it says that it is here to interpret alien memory patterns and their symbolic meaning. So he's basically a walking translator.
Oh, CP30.
Yes, except not British.
No, Australian.
I'm not doing an Australian accent. You can forget that.
Aww.
You could do an Australian accent.
Good day, mate.
Good day, mate. Well,
Shall we put some fish on the
put another
barbie?
shrimp on the barbie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It likes walks on the beach. It dislikes emus.
Everybody dislikes
Curse.
emus.
Curse them emus.
Yep. So Asha will take you guys to the ski lift, and it'll be a few minutes before you guys reach the bottom. But once you guys do,
How much are you getting paid for this?
so Dr. Ray said they'd be able to pay you 3 cred for
Ooh, 3 cred.
for this expedition.
3 cred for nothing. This is great, isn't it?
Oh, Spike. I love your naivety. Yeah, actually, no, Diana's just going to pat Spike on the shoulder and say, this is really one of those moments where bless your heart does apply. And she walks forward.
Yeah. So
Well, let's go.
So you guys will reach the bottom of the dig site, and when you disembark, you are greeted by several other, looks to be researchers surrounding a almost like tall obelisk. And, yes. So this obelisk that they've uncovered is next to a corridor that was also uncovered and dug out. So at the entrance of this corridor is the stone mural that has been translated already. So Cal will tell you that the translation is as follows. I have no voice, yet I echo through time. I am not seen, yet all who live know me. I am forgotten until you remember. What am I? And I will have that written down for you guys to refer back to.
Excellent.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So, Asha will lead you guys to the corridor next. Inside is a well-preserved staircase of stone. Down the staircase, you see a larger corridor with 2 large stone doors. Carved into the stone doors are alien symbols and tall, jagged figures similar to crystals or diamonds. With their arms raised, they encircle an elongated object floating above them, emitting an aura of energy. Underneath these images are a string of alien symbols carved into the doors. So when you get to the large corridor, that's what you guys see here. Dr. Ray will tell... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
These are the doors, yeah.
These are the doors, yeah.
Okay.
By any chance, with my research and stuff, would I recognize any of the symbols?
Yes, because you are familiar with the aliens, are you not?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, you would recognize some of these symbols.
Oh, yeah. So she'll just immediately start taking out notes and, like, hand them over.
Mm-hmm. So, Dr. Ray will tell you that these doors have been sealed since they've been uncovered a week ago. They've been trying to find a way inside without damaging them or causing the tunnel to collapse. They've attempted to decipher the symbols as a clue, but they only have a partial cipher, and they haven't had any headway in a week. Cal mentions that the interior temperatures appear to rise when biological entities are in the vicinity. When the area is unoccupied, the temperatures fall to minus 150 degrees Fahrenheit.
Bloody hell, that's cold.
So it's like reactive to biology? Like it warms up? Is it like as like a defense mechanism or?
You're not entirely sure, but
Hang on, just to understand. So normally it's minus 150, but when people approach it, it warms up.
it warms up.
Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. To what sort of level?
20 degrees Celsius.
So okay, so
So
warm.
60 Fahrenheit.
Hmm.
Say 30 Fahrenheit, still pretty chilly, but a
Yeah.
lot warmer than 150, minus 150. But it's say 30 Celsius. So that's really quite hot. So 4. God, we didn't put my armor on. I'll be
Yeah.
roasting.
It'll be 20 degrees Celsius, so that's 60 Fahrenheit.
20 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 68.
Yeah. So quite comfortable. Ah.
Yeah.
Must be friendly then.
You'd like to think so. Yeah. So, Cal will show you the partial cipher that they have. So that is this one here.
Ooh.
So what you guys see is this is the cipher that they've been able to determine. This is the clue that's been given. And at the bottom of each door is a series of symbols separated by the door. So that's door 1, that's door 2.
All right.
The
MOS.
sorry.
Something we don't know. B.
Oh, hi, Tuxie. He's outside on the patio.
Ah. Sunbathing.
Yeah.
So you have all the symbols except the ones in white. The ones in white, you don't know what the symbols mean. But all the other ones, you would be able to determine that based on the cipher that you have.
Give me 2 seconds.
So that is R. M. G. G or O? G. S. Something. B.
I'll help you out a little bit here. So you got that. That.
Something.
That.
E. M. F. Something. U.
Yeah.
Well,
And then in terms of letters we don't have would be J, L, N, V, Y.
I don't appear to have D.
Or D.
E, F, G, H, I, J. No J.
Nope.
K, L. M,
N, V, Y, I believe.
N. O, P, Q, R. Oh, there's no. Oh, where's P? Thank you. S, T, U, no V. W, X. They've got a Z.
Kind of surprised we have Z.
O. U. They've got all the vowels.
We got Gisb, AM, Q.
That's definitely a word, yeah.
Well, words that start with R, or that look like this, that wouldn't have a vowel in places.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, MGS. That's not making a lot of sense. Perhaps they're anagrams as well, or something. I don't know.
Ah, true. The R and B makes me think of remember, but we would need another R in there, whatnot.
Yep.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Who's Acorn? Archon.
Oh, he's just a friend that's listening in. That's all.
Oh, okay. Hi. Sorry. ADHD be like.
Okay. I mean, I'm no. Okay. I'm no crossword doer, but is it the past?
What do you mean?
The riddle.
Ah, yeah, probably. Well, Smacks, did you post the entire riddle?
Yep, it's here.
It's there. It's on there.
Yeah.
Ah, there. I had
So-
my notes
Yeah.
up. I was covering that part.
Like I said, you guys have
Ah.
an impartial cipher. So there are 4 symbols there that you guys do not know what they represent. However, it is possible that the answer doesn't have all the symbols that you guys know. So you're going to have to also fill in the blanks. So if you manage
Right.
to figure out the answer, I'll say yes, that is the answer. The next problem is figuring out what do the blank symbols mean. Because if your answer doesn't have all the letters that you already know, then that means some of these symbols are part of the answer that you have. And you have to figure out what symbols mean what letter. So I will give you a hint. You guys have 4 of the letters you need already.
We do.
You do. The partial cipher you have includes 4 of the letters in the answer.
Well, yes, got 4 of the unknown letters in the answer. Yes.
No, I mean like the partial cipher you have, these ones here. 4 of the letters from this cipher are part of the answer.
Well, shoot, my answer was actions, but
I mean, I just can't think of any words that have an M, a G, and an S stuck next to each other.
Oh, also don't think of it as like in a row either. They're jumbled.
Oh, they're anagrams.
Yeah, it's all jumbled up.
Oh, God.
Mhm. It's not in order at all.
All right.
okay. So I guess let's work on the riddle first, at least. So you were
Yeah.
saying the past. I was saying action. Fee, do you have any answer for it? All right, deaf and muted. I have no voice, yet I echo through time. I am not seen, yet all who live know me. I am forgotten until you remember.
No. Excuse me.
Oh, and we lost someone. Oh, well.
Oh, Ah, wow.
Oh, and she's gone. And she's back.
That's her intro song. She's.
Oh,
I think she's trying
might
to
have
reconnect.
issues speaking. Okay, so I take it action wasn't the answer, and neither was past.
Nope. Neither of those. I'll make note of what you guys are guessing and to keep track. You guys ever play I can't remember what it's called. But there is a game that you can play where it
Sorry.
has like a 5-letter word or something, and you've got like 5 chances of guessing what it is before it tells you what the
Wordle.
answer is. Yeah, Wordle. So
That hack-
basically, think of this as like Wordle.
Ah, gotcha.
Oh, Wardle. Yeah,
Yeah.
gold.
Yeah, I'm not big on it. I don't play it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, trouble is it doesn't tell you
So,
which in the right place.
what I'm going to do is next to each word, I'm going to say how many letters are actually a part of the answer. So, in action, none of those letters.
Ah.
In past, none of those letters.
Oh,
Right.
good.
Process of
An
elimination.
E. An E and potentially U.
Hmm.
Mm. No,
Memory comes into mind.
Memory has an O, and we don't have an O in it.
okay.
Yes,
So,
but
yeah,
like I
and-
said,
the-
these are blank. You don't know what they represent. One of these symbols could be an O. You don't know that, though.
Well, yeah, we do because you put a 0 next to action.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, that was my mistake. That was actually a 1.
Ah.
Yeah, I made a boo-boo. So, actually, Diana, you got it right on the button.
Oh,
Right
It was
on the
memory?
number. Yep. So,
oh my God! I am smart.
when you say that out loud, the doors pulsate in a bluish hue. And then the light trickles down to the bottom of the doors where these symbols are, and they all pulsate together and then fade.
Diana just stares at it, blinks. Henceforth, I now shall form a cult of some kind.
2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm lying. I won't actually form one. I'm already in one.
Okay, so what's that got to do with the things at the bottom?
So, as far as you can tell, it heard what Diana said out loud. It recognized the trigger word, and the light glowed on the symbols below. When you look at your partial cipher and compare it to memory, you have 4 symbols that match how to spell memory. You are missing an O and a Y.
I
Yes, but we do have a symbol for O,
Yeah.
so we're missing a Y. And we don't have a symbol for Y.
we opened the door.
Oh, that was my mistake. This is actually supposed to be the O. I apologize, guys. I grabbed the wrong one. I am so sorry. So let me actually change that.
Yeah, I did wonder because that was similar.
Yeah. It was squished, and I was like, oh, this is the O. I was like, no, it's not. There you go. So yeah,
Ah,
that's better. I really need to check my homework before I post things. So yeah, you guys have the
Okay.
O. You've got 2 M's and an E, and you've got an R. So you have everything except the Y.
So one of those presumably is Y. But unfortunately, also anagrams, which I'm absolutely crap at. uh, hmm.
If you're just missing one letter, you probably are going to have to guess one of the 4.
Memories.
Oh, no. Memory is the correct. You would need to spell out memory on the door. But you're missing your partial cipher doesn't have a symbol for Y. So you've got 4 possible answers to finish spelling memory.
Can I I don't know, attune? Try and figure this out.
Sure. So this will be not risky, but this will be not controlled. It's actually no. Yeah, it would be risky because it's controlled, risky, and desperate. So you're going to roll a risky.
Okay.
And
wait. We need to type it out on the door to be memory.
well, no one has gone up to the door, touched any of the symbols, so you don't know how to enter in the answer yet. Right now, you're trying to figure out what the Y symbol is. So with a 6, let me actually check my thing here because I do have them listed.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
There you
I'm
go.
basically doing the Princess Bride moment of it's like, God, guide my blade to where I must
Bing.
go.
Bing.
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking knew it. I was pinging that one because I thought it was that.
So this symbol in your head just pops in.
So just type out memory by poking it.
Yep, she's going to poke it.
All right. So you go up to the doors and you press your hand against each symbol to type out memory. And every time you touch one of these symbols, it glows that faint blue aura. And then once you finish spelling out memory, let me just pull up my notes here. At first, nothing happens. Then, a low hum stirs, not in the air, but inside your chest, vibrating faintly through your bones. The carvings begin to glow, not with light, but something older, warmer. The alien figures slowly pulse with subtle luminescence, as if recognizing your presence or your thought. Suddenly, floating
I'll draw my
object...
pistol.
Suddenly, the floating object etched above them flickers with radiant energy. A soft harmonic tone echoes through the corridor, layered, musical, not dissimilar to the sound of a crystal bowl resonating across a canyon. The air grows warmer. The frost along the seam of the doors begins to melt, not in drips, but in tendrils, like time itself is unfreezing. The doors shift, ancient mechanisms rumbling to life after aeons of silence. Slivers of brilliant blue-white light bloom from within, outlining the edges. The alien symbols around the arch begin to swirl, not physically, but in your vision, rearranging themselves momentarily to reveal a fleeting message in your mind. What is remembered is not lost. With a final deep chime, the twin doors part. So you guys continue through?
Sure.
I'll take the lead.
Okay. So Spike's in the lead. Who's following Spike?
I
Yeah,
will.
sure, why not?
Okay. So the both of you will just walk behind him. And then yeah, Dr. Ray and Cal and Asha are just like in complete awe at the spectacle and just kind of slowly follow behind. So
Okay. So walk through the door, sort of carefully, guns in front.
okay. So when you walk through the doors, you are greeted with an even larger room. Before you is a floor with more of these symbols etched into the ground, all separated by about a 5-foot square. So you guys enter into this room and find more of these symbols on the ground, and across from you is a solid wall. You cannot go around these symbols because you would have to be forced to walk across this entire room to get to the other side. On the wall next to you is another, what looks to be, set of symbols. Cal looks at this and is able to translate another riddle. I am the fire that does not burn, the weight that does not crush. I travel from voice to voice, yet make no sound myself. Without me, all is forgotten. What am I?
Well,
Okay. I'm going to just check the corners and then get out of the way.
Okay. So yeah, nothing's around any corners. It's just a very large room with more symbols.
excuse me. No, those aren't in character sound effects. It's literally.
It's like hiccups of excitement.
Well, I ate a little too quickly. Sure.
So what I'll do is I'm actually going to copy over the cipher into the chat so you guys can refer to that easier. Okay?
Sounds good.
So
Yes, that would be beneficial.
Da-da. Cipher here. Okay.
All right. So we've got it. Oh, blimey.
There we go.
Where is that? Is that in the fun chat?
In fun chat, yeah.
Okay.
Also,
Well, we figured.
you know that this is a Y. You figured that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is a. Oh, it is there. Okay. So that's said.
So probably another 5-letter answer, and then we just have to walk on the associated letters to spell it out.
Yeah.
So, fire that does not burn, weight that does not crush. I travel from voice to voice, yet make no sound myself.
I tell you what,
That's easy for you to say.
propane and propane accessories.
Propane, I think, has more letters than 5.
Yeah. Actually, let's see if we have
Cute.
Nope, that one wouldn't work.
Also, I would let you guys know it's not 5.
Okay, I was starting to think or look at it more and realize it could be more than 5.
Yeah. This is a bigger word.
Bigger?
Yes.
Communication comes into mind.
So not communication.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Anti-disestablishment
Meaning.
mechanism. It's a long word.
I'll let you guys spend some time trying to figure it out.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We know there's a Y in it.
Mm-hmm.
There is no Y in it.
No, there is no Y in it.
No. You just know that this
but
symbol means Y.
Wait. Oh, are we doing communication as in that's an answer? Do we
Meaning.
get anything out of it?
Yeah, so communication is one of your guesses.
I'm guessing meaning.
Meaning, okay. So
Oh, dear
making
God,
note
they're
of that.
huge.
There we go. She's in a cloak.
Makes sense.
Okay, so meaning that's another one you guys think it might be.
I can also imagine impression.
Impression, okay. So with
My thoughts
that,
are either story or history.
Q.
Just because of the without me, all is forgotten.
okay. Story,
Story was also the other one I was thinking.
history.
I mean,
So what I would recommend you guys do is try your best to figure out the first word or the first letter based off
Wait.
of this row here.
We have an SK, unknown, O,
which row where?
and Y.
This is actually,
the
sorry, my
closest to-
apologies. This is actually not the O. This is the G this time. I can tell you that much. This
Oh, that's the G. Okay.
is the O up here. Yeah. And then
So we
that
have
is
an
the
SK, unknown,
X.
G, X, and a Y.
U. A. Hey. Well, it's got the same A as we have.
Our unknown letters are D, J, L, N, V, since we know what Y is.
I believe
Oh.
that's the
Do I not have a token?
Yeah, apparently not, because I dragged yours and it just made a little
Little hooded guy.
hooded guy. Yeah. Nope, you don't have one.
Mm-hmm.
Then that's the F. R.
we know that's a Y.
W. Don't know.
And a C.
C. M.
Oh, the weight does not crush.
Q. E.
Unknown, then E, then back to
There
Q.
we go, Q. And then a U. B. G. E. Z.
And finally a Z. Alright, so I take it, is the thing going to light up when we find the answer, or are we just kind of guessing at this point and it's not giving us anything in return?
Oh, well, you guys can step on one of these and see what happens. If you're brave enough.
Or stupid enough. Yeah, he's stupid enough.
Get the robot to do
Well,
it.
I was about to say, Diana hands, who out of the two of you, which one is like the strongest?
Probably would be Spike.
Yeah, he's the
Probably
muscle.
I'm muscle. Yeah.
Them to be brave and stupid.
yeah. Insight isn't my my strong suit.
It's okay. Diana hands you one end of her staff and then heads over to the Y
Okay.
with
So-
the other end in hand. Specifically that way, so it's like a case of.
Oh, right. So you're going in and I'm holding the other end of the staff sort of thing, so I can pull you back.
Well, what
Yeah,
are you
okay.
trying to spell?
We're going to see what happens if we choose the wrong answer.
All right. I'll see you at the bottom of the pit.
So,
Shade.
Ooh.
uh,
I presume the answer is supposed to illuminate the path.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So.
and we figured out what one of the letters are.
So the letters. All right.
Speech!
Okay. Speech. Yeah,
Okay.
could be.
Yeah, but we don't have an E after the S.
E A.
The only thing that we
S,
really can
E,
do after the S
E,
would be U, A, or K.
E. Doesn't necessarily have to be one letter per row. S.
Yeah.
Most likely.
There's no P close to the S, or could be an anagram, of course.
Mhm.
S P E.
I don't see it being an anagram. That'd be kind of a dick move.
Mm.
So she will go and stand on the Y.
Okay. So you stand in the center of the Y. The symbol does glow very briefly, but fades and crumbles beneath you to reveal a spike pit.
I knew it!
You know, there's a reason why Spike is here now.
Okay. Yes.
Roll for. Okay, so you're not out of the woods just yet, Diana, because you will need to roll, but it will be controlled because you had the foresight to give him the other end of your staff. So you're gonna need to roll scramble, and you automatically get an extra die because Spike is assisting you. So you get 2 dice, and this will be controlled.
Great. I get 2 bonus dice?
You get 1 bonus dice.
Okay.
Okay. So you nearly slip and lose your footing, but Spike is on the ball and he yanks you free.
Cool.
Yeah. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a big old X on that one.
Well, you said it wasn't 5 letters.
It's more than 5.
That's why I said it wasn't 5 letters.
Mm-hmm.
Well, could just do this regular letter.
Run the risk of getting shish kebabbed in the process, yeah.
Well, what happens if we throw a rock on it?
Yeah, well, you haven't tried that yet.
You take your stick and like smack one of them to see if it sounds hollow beneath it.
Oh yeah. I'll do that with G next.
G. Okay. So you walk over to G, you take your stick and try and like hit the center as hard as you can, and it makes a little clunk sound. Doesn't sound like it's hollow.
Okay.
I am the fire that does not burn the way that does not corrupt.
She's going to hold the
Heavy.
staff again to Spike. And we'll stand on the G again.
Okay.
Oh, better.
She'll hold on to that. So what happens is, again, it glows a brighter blue this time and begins to resonate with a low hum. Then the sound vanishes and the panel starts to shiver, not physically but in your perception, as if the space itself trembles in disapproval. The glyphs stop glowing and begin to refract, bending into shifting forms. The harmonic energy warps, distorting into a low, mournful resonance that rattles inside your chest, and you clutch your head and something slips. Not pain, but absence. A thought. No, name is gone. A memory of someone? brother, sister. The image is there, but the context is missing, blurred like a dream receding. Another pulse. A voice in your head, not heard but felt in an alien tongue, but somehow you understand the words. You do not hold what you seek, therefore you cannot keep what you hold. You collapse to one knee, breath shallow. Your mind is still intact, mostly, but incomplete. The panel dims. No doors open, and no path is revealed.
All right, so
was
it
that a
wasn't
good one or
G.
not?
Ow. The fuck?
All right, cool. So we've got worse than a pit trap. We can't use that good old trick.
No.
All right.
Okay.
Let's actually give some thought and try to
So-
solve the riddle first before we, have our psyker lose all thought and memory.
He's like, okay, let's go over the most important people towards me. Blish, Lax, Horcrux, Spike, Silas.
I am the fire that does not burn. What sort of fire doesn't burn then? Gold.
Leo. Fuck. What's the new guy's name?
You don't remember.
Which new guy?
Oh, don't fucking false
That's
Hydra
fair.
this entire thing again.
You know? Okay, this time it's okay, because she's going to try and attune.
For what purpose?
Mainly to see if we can get a hint on the other letters,
Okay.
and then we can jumble it from there.
Okay. So this will be risky.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that.
There we go, Diana.
So, for a brief moment, you see on the floor panel 3 glow. The K,
Okay, a second time.
this one, and this one.
Like that?
Yeah.
I hope you're good at jumping.
That's probably we
How
might
did
make
you
it up
how
over
did
the-
you activate that? Sorry.
She attuned and got a 6.
All right.
So, in
Right.
addition to you finding those 3 symbols glow on the panel, in your mind flashes the following letters: N and hold on.
Are you kidding me? Is it knowledge?
L.
Because then it'd be KNOWLE
DG.
EGE. What?
Yeah.
You know what's better than my Lamborghini? Well, knowledge.
You were out there getting hoes and girls. I was here studying the blade.
I was here studying my books.
I was being educated.
Okay, so
It is at this point though. It's either this is the D
Yeah.
or that's the D.
Yeah.
That's the coin flip.
Yeah.
I knew it had something to do with like brain shit.
I feel like a lot of these are gonna have to do with brain shit.
Mm.
And that pen is out of ink. And God said me.
So now we just have to figure out which one's the D. That one or that one.
So it's there.
I don't know who wants to try and lose something themselves this time. Instead of me.
Okay, is there any way we can figure out which one? Because that one also appears here. Not sure it tells us anything though.
She's going to turn. Is the other mystic with us?
Yeah.
She's going to. Diana's going to turn towards them as she asks, do you know what that letter might be? Wrong accent. Do you know what letter that might be?
So Asha has never seen these symbols before, unfortunately. And Cal is calculating the probabilities, and he comes to basically the same conclusion you guys. It's like a 50-50 chance.
God damn it.
Yeah.
So, told you they were useless.
Wait, is the mic picking up me eating?
No, you're good.
No.
Okay. That's good.
Silas,
What are
you
you doing, Silas?
rolling the likelihood that he has to go do it.
Oh, no. I'm rolling the 50-50 of which one's the D.
Well, perhaps if we get to the E, we can Dinah can do another what's it test.
That too. Yeah, fair enough. Do you want to try getting there and then we do the attune test?
Okay.
All right, so you're walking? Okay. So the K glows and stays glowing.
Okay.
I have rolled to the end.
N does the exact same thing as the K. Continues to glow.
Oh, okay. Oh, we can do this. I'll go to the O.
Yep. Same. So, you went from O to the L?
Oh, sorry, no.
Okay,
I
just
can't
checking.
spell.
Just checking. So yeah, yep. W, yep. That's good.
I followed the path that's marked here, okay? I'm just a little dyslexic.
And then the L, yep. That's good. E's good. Okay. So now you gotta decide where you're going next.
Do you want to roll the attune or do you want to go with my gut says? My gut says that's the D.
Try having a tune. If it didn't work,
Yeah, try attune.
This will be
I'm
desperate.
You can take a gambit.
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah.
Does the table have an argument with it?
Oh, you guys got 3 gambits. You got plenty. So yeah.
Do we technically have 3 if we don't have Corvax with us?
I'll let you guys have 3.
Okay.
Okay. So that brings it down to controlled or risky?
You don't have
Not
the thing
for
that I
you.
have for that.
So you get a bonus die from the gambit, and then whatever your attune is. So you get 3 dice total.
Okay.
You got this.
Watch me roll a 1.
You need like 3 ones. Look at that. Not a single one.
Bunch of fives.
Okay. So this symbol glows briefly, but when you try to attune to get that hint, you feel something else slip out of your mind.
You just didn't get a 6.
Yeah, you got like a slight penalty.
Right, let's go for it then.
All right, that glows and stays glowing. So yeah, G and E, she makes to the other side. So.
Yeah, I think we're all going to the same. We're all actually going together. But I just can't move my.
Oh
character.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'll move you guys up here.
Okay.
Okay, so.
We're basically leapfrogging each other.
The glyphs all ignite in a cascading light, beginning at the center and unfurling like a blooming crystal flower. Each symbol hums with a tone, harmonizing into a chord that feels ancient and intelligent. Across from you, the wall becomes translucent, revealing a narrow corridor bathed in a soft blue light. Any memories you may have previously lost all come flooding back like waves crashing against a boat. Corridor appears.
Man, I wonder if they would have done that for our, stab wounds and whatnot if we fell in the pit.
You have no idea. So inside all of your heads, you hear that alien tongue again, but again, you understand what it's saying. It says, "You have spoken of what is required. You may receive the first message."
What's the message? Knowledge?
So.
Oh, no, we've just stumbled upon an alien answering machine.
Your call is important
Leave
to
a
us.
message after the beep.
Yeah, you just hear like a beep in your head. It's like,
hey, yo, it's Tony, man. We haven't seen each other in years, bro.
Our lines are unusually busy.
Your call is important to us. Please wait as our operator comes to the line.
So after the horrible the music comes. Hold on. I got
After the lovely dial-up tone.
There we go. That's what I wanted. Hold on. No. Wait, hold on. Hold time music. Oh, that'll do. Yes.
Is it playing through the?
This is what we're doing. This is what we're doing right now.
What bot is it playing through?
Oh no, it's not playing through a bot. I can't get it to work through a bot. It's just stupid. So I'll just do it this way, and you guys will be able to hear it. Good old hold music. Okay. So this will be the tone that you guys hear just like ringing in your head the entire time. You're welcome. So you guys make your way to the corridor. And the corridor leads to an alcove carved into the bedrock. The walls here are smoother and older, untouched by the collapse or time's usual erosion. Set into the chamber's curved walls are 4 ancient murals, etched in high relief and accented with faintly luminous inlays of blue and violet minerals. Unfortunately, I do not believe I have a picture here because it suits me. So, anyway, on the first panel, called The Ascent, dozens of tall crystalline figures are depicted, weightlessly ascending toward a vast angular ship above. The vessel resembles a cut diamond, its surface gleaming with lattice-like lines surrounding by pulsing halos of energy. On the second panel, the mural stretches wider, displaying a grand star system. At its center are 2 immense spheres, their radiant energy etched in swirling loops of gold and white crystal. Orbiting them are several smaller celestial bodies of moons, planets, or space stations. On the third panel, the same angular ship from the first panel appears again, smaller in scale, positioned beside an almost impossibly massive object, a perfect cube. Its size dominates the panel, dwarfing the vessel. Unlike the organic crystal forms of the cube is smooth, alien in its stark geometry. Its edges are precise, unnaturally so, and dark veins run across its face like circuitry. And now my favorite one. Let's see. That's the one I wanted.
So of all the burgers in Canada, where would you...
No. No burgers. Only
Burgers
Zool.
in Canada.
Only Zool. There are no burgers.
In Canada?
Only Zool.
Well, I know what I'm getting for dinner.
Burger?
Burger.
So,
Hamburger.
de bagel. So the next part, panel 4, the fall. The final panel is a scene of devastation. The massive cube now looms over a burning world, casting a shadow across a fractured landscape. Alien buildings of crystalline architecture are crumbling, their spires engulfed in fire and smoke. Scattered across the ground lie figures, broken, stilled, their glow extinguished. Their arms are no longer raised, but folded across their chests or splayed as if fallen mid-flight. After looking at these panels, you look to the center of the alcove and see a stone pedestal. A floating above this stone pedestal looks to be an obsidian glass shard. I need you to roll scrap, Dee.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit. Are you finding the allspark or the diamond in the middle?
Draw my
what?
pistol.
Is it risky?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Can I take a gambit for this?
Sure. All the more easy for us to do a devil's bargain.
Oh dear.
So you feel yourself drawn to this crystal almost immediately upon looking at it. Both you and Asha immediately rush towards it and grab it on both ends. When you do so, you see a vision, and it begins with a soundless fire. The skies above you ripple with waves of heat and distortion. The towering spires of translucent blue and violet fracture like brittle glass under the force far too immense to comprehend. You are looking through the eyes of an and you feel the panic welling up within it. The air thrums with unspoken panic. You sprint through wide crystalline avenues, your once fluid movements now jagged with fear, and behind you comes the horror. Dozens, perhaps hundreds, of crystalline monstrosities descend upon the city, erupting from cracked streets and craters. Unlike the graceful forms of the earth, these creatures are warped and furious, dense central cores of obsidian glass from which erupt writhing appendages like sharpened tendrils of black crystal. Each limb splits and reforms, dragging, slicing, and leaping. The creatures move not like animals, but like infections, seeking out memory, heat, and light. Your step falters and you fall. Turning, you raise your arms in a plea, but one of the abominations slams down, its many limbs encircling you in a grotesque, hungry embrace. Your body is then pulled inward, absorbed into the creature's core. A chill runs through your limbs as your body slows and gets pulled apart. What essence of you that is left feels the monstrosity growing, its crystalline veins thickening, and limbs extending like barbed trees. Where there was one, there is now one more. And then your vision shatters. You come to, lying on the ground with your head pounding. And Asha is in the same state as well. She's on the ground as well, grasping her head.
I'm going to run over and offer first aid. So medical, quick examination.
Okay. Physically, she is fine. She just got a little bump on her head from falling.
Diana
How many fingers am I holding up?
You're holding up your whole hand, you twat.
That's right then, you can see.
Yeah, I can bloody fucking wrong accent. Yeah, I'm able to see your hand.
That's
And
right.
it looked... Asha, what vision did you have, my dear?
So she says, like, I was running through an alien world, and something pierced my back, and then everything went black and cold, and then I woke up.
Diana says, I think... So, when we were, for lack of a better term, taken in by the cube, she points to the
panel, yeah.
thing there. I think they're connected in a bit of a way. Because it took organic matter and combined it into this monster of ichor and flesh. And it wasn't a pleasant sight, that's for certain. But there might be an over connection here.
So Asha kind of like says, well, I wasn't going to say anything, but maybe it has something to do with the boy.
The boy!
She points next to you. Is like, he's holding your hand right there.
Confusion.
Is there?
Turns to my side. Oh, is Diana now a mom, I guess?
Does he mean anything to you? Is he a brother? Is he your son?
Well, I don't have any kids. Definitely would know it if I did. But he was one of the voices that was connected to the cube.
Well, it looks like he decided to stay with you. I'm not entirely sure why. He doesn't speak to me. He just looks at me.
Last time you had some event with the cube, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Was there a boy in that?
Yeah, he was kind of in the center of the creature almost.
Right.
She turns towards her hand, confused.
You don't
Do I
feel
have
anything.
Do I have to mind eye this shit?
Maybe.
God damn it, Tuxie, give me a second.
Yep. Dr. Ray kind of looks around the panels, looks at what happened, and is like, well, we should probably get going. Cal, take the object. Let's go. And Cal's like, yes, I shall grab it. Safer that entity like myself touch this rather than an organic.
Sorry, y'all.
So Cal goes to take the object and removes it from its pedestal, and nothing happens. The glow of the stone pedestal just kind of fades, and Cal grasps the shard and just kind of like shrugs. It's like, all right, shall we?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I'm gonna need a better environment before I start doing another meditation.
That's fair. So yeah, you guys will head back out the corridor, follow the same path that you did before, and head back to the lab.
You're
So-
the one who was yelling at my door, Cat.
On the
I
way
think she's seeing things.
on the way back to the lab, Dr. Ray will mention to the group that it would be in the best interest of the research or the lab to try and find a investor who would be willing to purchase this artifact so they can have more funding for their dig site. He mentions that the funding that they did have is all gone and none of the investors are willing to pay any more. And he states that there is so much more we haven't discovered yet. And I'm sure we'll find more artifacts if we keep looking. But in order to keep the dig site open, they're going to need money.
Funding.
Yeah. So when you guys...
Diana.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, Diana turns towards the group. Any of y'all got ideas?
Not off the top of my head, aside from some side jobs to do. Otherwise,
Sorry, what was the question?
oh, we need money.
Oh, we need money.
We always need money.
We always need money.
Well, not you guys in particular, but like the research group has run out of funding. And Dr. Ray is of the thought that now that they've found this alien artifact, they can sell it to somebody and get more funding to continue to uncover more of the dig site and hopes of finding more artifacts.
Well, that's up to you. I don't have anything to do with the financial side of things.
Well, I might have some folk who might be interested in it.
Yeah. Dr. Ray would be like, that would be most helpful.
Well, one's a Xeno, but one was my teacher.
If they're able to pay, he doesn't really care who gets it.
All right. I guess she kind of is confused and asks, "Do you want me to take it with us, or?"
Well, he says that if you, when we return to the lab, you can talk to your friend to see if they're willing to come see the artifact first, and they'll hold on to it for now and get what research they can before they hand it over.
Sounds like a plan.
For the best.
Yeah. So when you guys return to the lab, Dr. Ellen is ecstatic that you guys have found the artifact, but gets into an argument with Dr. Ray. She says she wants to research it more and uncover the answers that they need to find where the have gone. And Dr. Ray refuses to sell the one artifact that they were able to actually find. And Asha is also in agreement with Dr. Ellen because this is the first artifact she's also seen as well, and she'd like to try to attune with it more.
Diana holds up a hand to kind of like rein things in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm no expert here, but could this thing be dangerous?
Shush.
Yeah,
Shut your
probably.
pretty little head and just stand there and look pretty.
You're the eye candy of the group.
Jeez.
Coming from the actual eye candy of the group.
Mm-hmm.
That's a promotion.
Isn't
Listen!
Spike built like a fucking truck? Like,
When I drew him, yes. There are two very like, it's Diana and Leonardo are like the two most at least conventionally attractive characters when I drew them. At least this is also coming from my opinion, and I stared at the artwork for God knows how long, so I have that like, oh no, I know all the flaws in this type of thing going on.
That's
But-
fair.
I stared at it for an entire month.
You're the expert.
I was basing Spike's design off of a lot of like comic book characters that are more like truck style soldier builds with like the broad shoulders and that like type of stylization.
I thought you were gonna go full meta and draw Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Nah, I don't.
He's ginger.
I don't think I drew anybody with a trench coat in this one. They would get caught in stuff.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, he wears overalls.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, what do you guys think? Should they try and research it more? Should they try and sell it, or do you think there might be a third option?
There is a third option. She will bring up the her organization, the Space Between the Void.
Yeah.
That basically she will bring up her cult. Might as well. But they have funding, and they are also a good majority of them are kind of like her, mystics.
Mm-hmm.
So we could get more research and funding this route.
Okay. Yeah. Dr. Ray and Ellen would definitely agree with that if they can send some of your representatives down to their planet, and then they can give them a tour of the dig site, what they found so far, and they can figure out what the shard actually is.
Yeah. I need to open up the book again just to remember what the actual cult, what thing I was thinking she would be a part of.
Mm-hmm.
But that can be done at a later date.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or at least a branch of said cult. Whatever.
Yes.
But she will say, I will send out a call on the comms for that.
Okay.
And she will... Is there like a is it interdimensional or interal?
There's like a communication terminal that you can just send out a message to. Yeah.
Yeah, she'll send out a message.
Okay.
Hey Lax, sorry for the bother, but I think you might want to come down to insert planet name here because player forgot.
That's fine. You give the coordinates of where the planet is located and tell them about everything that you guys found in the shard and that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's fine.
Thumbs up.
So now that they're going to be researching the shard, they put it in the stasis field and start scanning it for what materials it's made out of. Majority of the materials, it looks like the physiology is associated, at least in some way, genetically with the but it has been morphed into something different. The genetic code has been mutated. And this artifact's profile is now called the first message, so they're just kind of like keeping it and analyzing it until your friends are able to find some more information off of that.
She gives a nod.
Mm-hmm. So with that, Dr. Ellen will pay you guys your 3 credit for assisting in the excavation or expedition, I should say. And yeah, so you guys did a good job. Nobody died. Congratulations.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay. I think it's an egg.
Ah, there it is.
There, I found it.
Hey, Smex, would you count this as a delivery job?
Yeah, we can. You technically delivered. So another
We
credit.
delivered, yeah.
Yeah.
Master negotiator.
On
More
a
credit,
technicality.
heck
Yeah.
That's why you negotiate and I just point guns at things.
You're the
Master
backup plan if negotiations fail.
So you guys have 7 credit so
Let's
far.
Wow.
We
Mhm.
could buy the artifact.
go.
Buy things.
We're rolling in the dough.
Yep.
Right.
It's good stuff.
I have to start looking at what we can spend it on.
Yeah. Next
know.
session, we can have some downtime and you guys can go shopping and maybe upgrade your ship with the money that you've earned so far.
'Cause I think 7 credits quite a bit, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
You know it's a lot when the DM goes, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like,
The DM got dollar eyes.
after your
side eyes.
upkeep costs, you guys have 5 credit that you can spend on the ship.
Nice.
And in
Yo.
addition to that, you guys will need to do your downtime, and then we will also take a look at the leveling system of your ship as well, because there is that.
hmm
Because at the end of each session, the characters get all of that. So we'll do that, but for now, we're gonna just do the level up quickly for everybody.
Mhm.
We're gonna get your XP. So for Korvax, he was not here, so skip. Diana. So again, you would have expressed your beliefs, drives, and heritage, so you got 1 for that. You definitely addressed a tough challenge with wisdom or the way, and didn't really struggle with your vice or traumas, so I'd say you get another 2 XP. So you haven't spent any of the XP in your playbook advancement yet, and that's already full. So
Yes.
you can choose to get either well, you'd have to use the full amount of those points to get another special ability and unlock that. Is that what you were looking for?
That was exactly what I was doing.
Okay, cool. So go ahead and mark off whatever special ability you want, and then you'll have 2 XP from this, so you'll go down to 2 and get a special ability you can use.
Yay.
And then as for Leo, so Leo wasn't here, so skip. Silas, let's see here. Speed or flair, express beliefs, drives, or heritage, or struggle with issues of the vice or trauma. So not for the last one. I'll be generous and say you got the tough challenge with speed or flair because you guys were solving a puzzle. So I'll give you at least 1 XP for that.
I was gonna say we had downtime at the start for Diana to get unstressed.
yes,
Can I
we
just
got
do
that
2
taken care
training
of.
and just get 2 XP off that?
Yeah, sure. I'll allow for that.
Yeah,
So
I'll
the
just make that
downtime for
that
you,
that way it
Spike.
makes more sense.
The downtime for you, Spike, you can get an additional 2 XP for that, and then 1 XP for this, so you get a total of 3 for this session.
Okay. Last time I got it to my prowess bar is full. I can't remember what you do with it.
So then you empty the bar, and then you can put 1 tack into anything,
yeah,
or
so
1 tack on top of like your things.
So I can put a thing in somewhere in prowess. Is that right?
exactly. Yeah, if your prowess is full, you empty the bar and put a arrow in anything under prowess.
All right.
Okay.
I will.
I'll have an extra scrap then
Okay, cool.
and fill that, and I've got 3 more now.
Yep, and then you
I
got
will
3 more on
actually-
the playbook advancement.
Properly have visions onto my thing.
Oh, goody.
Yeah. It was either
Alright.
that one or kinetics, where I can throw things with my mind.
All right, so everyone's leveled up, spent their points, so
Actually, no, I will go with kinetics. We tend to get in a lot of fights, and I probably need that.
yeah, it's completely up to you.
I'll
I'm
go
gonna
with that.
grab side job, so next time we're in a port, I can just spend downtime activities just to earn credit.
That works. Yep. All right, cool. So, congratulations. You survived another session. I should really try harder
Yay.
to kill all of you, but we'll see.
Yeah, we
Those
weren't
nice
really.
Don't! I've spent so much time drawing everyone.
Yeah,
me,
it it kind of behooved me to like murder everybody and be like, okay, now I got to pay you another like fee to redraw a bunch of other people.
And you haven't been able to even send me the money yet either.
I know PayPal's being annoying, and so is the bank. So it's like, at this point, I'll have to like cut you a check and mail it to you.
Yeah. But
getting
even then, it
ridiculous.
might not work right.
Yeah, because like the U.S. bank you go to is like, yeah, we don't take Canadian money.
But I need your contact information so I can send that request through PayPal.
Yeah. I'll get that to you after we're done here. So yeah. I'm just
Okay.
gonna start recording.